smokers, folks, this ain't no dang jokers. Flapjacks are out here getting flipped today. Let's put it that way. Invisible cheers to all Tesla shareholders today. What a day. I wake up to see Tesla stock up 14%. Yes, 14%, over $1,000 a share. Now over $1 trillion market cap. That is a good way to wake up nonetheless, okay? The gains have been insane. Now, as of right now, the stock's up about 12%, up about $81,000, which, you know, if Tesla stock keeps going this way, the plaid, that will be paid for with just Tesla gains in a matter of a week or two. It's been insane. The stock has been just a beast. Like, obviously, we know the run it went on, you know, in 2019, 2020. But all of a sudden now here at the end of this year, 2021, it is heating up again. It is starting to run. It's extraordinary. I've never been anywhere remotely close to this sort of gains on a stock before in terms of percentage. Like, I've never had anything even close to 2,000%. It's been extraordinary. It's a fun ride. But we've got to talk about everything that's going on here in regards to Tesla, my opinions, what I'm personally thinking about doing with this stock, what I'm thinking about not doing with this stock, all those sorts of things. Hope you guys enjoy this. As always, all I ask in return is that you smash that like button. Appreciate you guys being here as always. So, last night, I was listening to an earnings call of a new stock I'm looking into, and it was like 2:28 a.m. I posted in the Discord chat because I checked stocks while I was listening to it, you know, like pre-market stocks. Tesla was already up over 2% pre-market at that particular time, like 224. I'm like, holy smokes, you know, this stock, is this really about to go on another beast run? Because it obviously just hit a new all-time high, right? It hit $900 very early this year. And then the stock just, you know, didn't do anything, just kind of floundered around from anywhere from like 550 to, you know, 800. So breaking out above and hitting a new all-time high was big. And then all of a sudden seeing it up 2% plus pre-market, I'm like, is this really about to go on another, you know, Tesla run? Because we know these Tesla runs are crazy, right? And then also in the Discord chat last night, Trevor had posted this. He said, my parents just ordered a Model Y. It'll be delivered in May. I had no clue the Model Ys were pushing out that far now. That's extraordinary. May? Oh my gosh, okay. Colin posted this. He said the Model X is estimated September next year with the backlog. And then we had somebody that said they had purchased a Model X, and yeah, it was pushing out towards September of 2022. So like 11 months from now. And so I'm looking at all this and I'm like, my gosh, like I have a lot of stocks to track and a lot of stuff to do on a daily basis, so I'm not always able to track like how far out these Tesla models are pushing. And the fact that I saw that, I was just like, that's nuts, man. I had no clue like we were pushing out that far as dates. Then today we get this huge news, okay? Tesla surpasses $1 trillion market cap in value as Hertz orders 100,000 vehicles. Now, I have a lot of opinions on this, okay? The first thing I thought about when I saw this is, how does Hertz have the money to do this? 100,000 Teslas, that's a whole lot of money. Like, am I tripping? Or was it last year that Hertz was like going to go bankrupt? Like, this is crazy. And all of a sudden they're going to order 100,000 Teslas? Those cars aren't cheap, needless to say. And so I thought, that was the first thing I thought. It's like, dang, Hertz actually has money to buy Teslas? That's crazy to me. Next thought I thought about is, wow, this is big for Tesla, right? The fact that a rental car company like this, right, is going to order a fleet of Teslas, so this is more than a fleet of Teslas, this is going to essentially put Tesla in a position stronger than ever where people are going to get to try more Teslas than ever before, right? You rent a car from Hertz, and we know like on Turo and in apps like that, like Teslas rent for really good rates because a lot of people just want to try a Tesla. They never, you know, tried a Tesla before, right? And a lot of people have very good experiences when they try those Teslas and they end up getting one, right? And so if all of a sudden there's going to be 100,000 Teslas out there in the rental market, that's ultimately a very, very good thing for Tesla. Because the fact is, the more people that get to drive a Tesla and experience it, realize, oh, this is a really awesome thing, and the more likely those folks are to order a Tesla. So the fact is, the more cars out there, the better. The next thing I thought about is how many other rental car companies or just as companies in general are going to be ordering Teslas in future years as well. That kind of crossed my mind. Then I got to think about, well, man, if Tesla's already pushing out, you know, this big backlog, right? And all of a sudden you have a company like this order 100,000 vehicles, that's going to push the backlog out even further. This could give Tesla even more pricing advantage, right? Because they just have have a lot more orders coming in for Tesla. So I thought about that as well. I also thought about, wow, 100,000 more cars. Well, things are going to probably go wrong for those cars every once in a while, right? So they probably need some sort of service. And so needless to say, this is just a really good overall thing for Tesla. And then you think about it from the context of beating numbers, right? Which is obviously a very important thing when it comes to Wall Street and when it comes to analyst estimates. Beating analyst estimates is a huge deal. It usually helps your stock price go up in many scenarios, right? Analysts expect those numbers to continue to climb for the company, which aims to basically start making vehicles at 2 new factories. That's Berlin, and that's also the Austin Gigafactory, right? Based on its deliveries through September, Tesla's in a position to deliver nearly 900,000 vehicles in 2021, and analysts forecast the company to deliver about 1.4 million in 2022 as the 2 new factories are set to start production, obviously, right? And so this is a day that a lot of short sellers said Tesla would never get to, mass volumes. When you start doing over 1 million a year, you're starting to reach mass volumes, and then Tesla's on pace to start doing multi-million vehicles, probably starting as early as 2023. And so this is a huge deal. This is a huge moment for the company, right? That folks like myself and a lot of you guys that are super bullish on the stock for the last 4 or 5 years, this is the day we've been talking about, right? Tesla getting to mass volumes of vehicles, and there's a lot of other reasons we're bullish on Tesla, right? Autonomous taxi network, the energy side of the business, the artificial intelligence side of the business. Like, there's so many reasons to be bullish on Tesla. The battery business, it's unbelievable, right? But this is a huge monumental day when we see things like this actually happening and coming to fruition, and what we believed was going to happen coming true, right? And kind of like the manifest destiny of this whole situation. And so this is absolutely massive. We cannot deny that, right? Then you see this come out. Tesla hikes prices up to $5,000. Tesla raised prices of the S, the 3, the X, and the Y. All right, all prices going up. The electric automaker this weekend hiked. By the way, come on, Fox News, what's going on here, man? Come on, we can't be spelling weekend wrong. Hiked the base price of its models by as much as $5,000. The entry-level Model 3 sedan and Model Y compact SUV received $2,000 increases, bringing its starting prices to $43,990 and $56,990, while prices for the Model S and X rose by $5,000 each, okay? So, wow. The first thing I think about in regards to this is I think about Tesla's usually able to drop the prices. Basically, how much it takes to make a Tesla. Tesla's been very successful at bringing costs down on these vehicles over time, right? And what it used to cost Tesla to make a Model S or a Model 3 is significantly less, despite inflation, than it used to be. And so if Tesla's hiking prices by $2,000, don't be surprised if most of that, if not all of that, hits the bottom line. And guess what that does to gross margin? Guess what that does to net income, right? And so then you put the company in a situation where gross margins could end up potentially destroying what analysts are expecting, and where EPS, net income, ends up destroying what analysts believe for this company. And those are huge metrics for Tesla. Those are huge metrics for Wall Street, right? And think about it like this. Everybody knows that Tesla is a huge revenue growth beast. There's no, unless there's somebody that's insanely bearish, like everybody with a brain knows that this company is a revenue story, right? And the revenue growth is extraordinary. The two things you could point at for Tesla in the past has been margin and has been net income. And if you're talking about raising the price of all these vehicles, guess what? That's going to likely help out margin in a massive way and profitability in a massive way, which is a game changer, obviously, for Tesla. This is a huge, huge thing. And keep this in mind. The price bumps come just 3 weeks after the Model 3 and Model Y prices were raised by $2,000. So here's the thing, guys. Like these prices just got raised not that long ago. And so we're in a situation here where Tesla's going to likely see better margins in the coming quarters than they've seen ever in the company's history, and where the company's profitability is likely going to be better than we've ever seen for this company. And those two things are huge for this company, because those are the things that the bears, the shorts, whatever you want to call them, the people that are negative on this company, that is the thing they always point at, and they always say, well, yeah, they're growing, but look at this over here. And, it cracks me up because there was a time period, I remember in 2018, 2019, where the bears were trying to say Tesla didn't have the demand. They're like, oh, Tesla has no demand, things like that. It's like, what are you guys talking about, okay? Obviously, that was proved wrong. Now, let's talk about the stock. Let's talk about the stock price. Let's talk about kind of my feelings on all this, okay? So, in regards to Tesla, obviously, this is a huge, monumental day for Tesla at $1 trillion market cap now, right? Now, in regards to Tesla, I can't sell this stock today. The market cap is higher now, technically, than I thought it would be a long time into the future. But here I am today, looking at this stock, and I can't sell it for a few reasons, all right? A minor reason, let's start out with the minor reasons and then we'll go to the major reasons, okay? Minor reason, taxes, right? If I sell my Tesla shares, massive tax implications for me. Remember, look at the cost basis, $34,000. At the time when I invested in this, what was that, 2018 or 2019, whatever that was, right? 34,000 at 763. So do the numbers on just how much of that I would have to pay for the government right now, right? And we're getting close to tax season, so I'd have to cash. If I cash right now, it would be under this tax year. I'd have to, So that's a minor reason I'm not selling out of Tesla today, right? Another minor reason I'm not selling out of Tesla is I'm having trouble figuring out what the true forward PE for the stock is. It would be easy if I could say, well, Tesla's super overvalued on forward P basis, because here's the thing, guys. They're raising the prices of all their cars. They got this crazy demand, and I'm trying to figure out for next year what the profitability is going to be for this company, and maybe this company's not trading nearly as rich as it looks like, right? The forward P, if you were to look at it on Yahoo Finance and things like that, right? The forward P looks like it's probably 140 or somewhere around there roughly, right? But who's to say we're not actually at a forward P of under 100 right now? When you think about the margins that are going to hit this company, when you think about a full year of the new S and X lineup, which margins should be crazy on those, right? When you think about the 3 and the Y and the price raises there, and there's an extremely low probability Tesla's going to lower prices anytime soon on those because they can't even keep up with demand. If you're pushing out Model Y orders till May and you're pushing out Model X orders till September of next year, 11 months from now, and you have all these orders continuing to pile up on you and keep coming in, and you have Cybertruck coming in 2022, which is a whole other thing, how in the world is Tesla there's no reason Tesla would lower prices anytime soon, right? And so if you're in that sort of scenario where, if anything, Tesla's going to raise prices maybe even again in 22, this is a company that's set up to potentially have an amazing 2022 in regards to its margins and in regards to its net income. And so when you think about it from that context, yeah, how can I make a decision to sell the stock based upon valuation when I'm not even able to accurately figure out what the true forward P for this stock is right now? Is it possible that Tesla earns $10 billion plus of net income in 2022? And if you look at margins and you look at the amount of vehicle deliveries, it's not out of the realm of possibility, guys, for Tesla to maybe hit a number as crazy as it sounds, because that's a number Tesla's never even gotten close to, 10 billion plus in net income. It's not out of the realm of possibility for them to hit that. And if you say they do 10 billion plus, let's say they do 11 billion, 12 billion, something like that in net income, right? Which, who knows, some people might even believe those might be low numbers based upon these price increases and the fact that Tesla's always able to bring down the cost of making these cars, generally speaking, right? Maybe Tesla here today is trading at a forward P of like 90 or 95 or something like that. And you think about this company, when does Tesla stop growing? Fair question. When does Tesla stop growing? I don't know, but it's no time soon. And so that's where you get into this hard situation where it's like, my gosh, $1 trillion plus for Tesla? But then you think about the margins that are hitting this company, you think about the profitability, and you think about all these long-term things that we talk about that the company's not even really benefiting from, right? The energy business is still a baby compared to where most folks believe that business is going to be in 5 or 10 years. The autonomous taxi network isn't even touched yet. That's something that will start probably hitting, I don't know, maybe in the back half of 22, but there's a bunch of crap around regulations and what the government wants to do as far as that goes. So maybe that pushes out to 23. But you think about the long-term implications for Tesla's business model in regards to autonomous taxi network, right? You think about that, you think about the artificial intelligence side of the business, you think about like all the technology, all the patents that Tesla's developed, all the amazing engineers at Tesla, right? And you think about it from that context, and most of the story still hasn't even been touched. And yeah, it like one side you look at it and you're like, man, $1 trillion+ for this stock. I remember paying, not that dang long ago, just a few years ago, I remember paying a $30 or $40 billion market cap for this company. And now we're at $1 trillion, and sometimes it's hard to even like wrap your head around that, right? Like really, this company's really trading at $1 trillion+ right now. And the thing that the shorts and the people that are negative on the stock, they just get wrong is they still want to compare Tesla to other companies. They say, okay, Tesla's going to produce, let's say, 1.5 million cars in 22, right? Analysts think 1.4, but let's say 1.5. They say, okay, that's still a really small number compared to these other car companies, right? Like a Toyota or whatever that produces 5 million, 10 million cars a year. They're going to say that, right? And they're going to say, look at Tesla's valuation, look at these other car companies. But what they still are missing is they're missing all the other elements of Tesla's business model that's going to play out over the next decade plus. And they're missing the fact that Tesla has margins that are going to far exceed any of these legacy auto manufacturers. And what that means for Tesla's profitability is crazy, okay? So in regards to Tesla stock, I still remain bullish on it, right? Am I out buying Tesla shares today? No. Am I still holding my shares gladly? Yes, because I'm still trying to figure out what Tesla's real profitability. It's hard for me to sell Tesla if it's under a forward P of 100 because of all the long-term growth this company has. So as long as it's under a forward P of 100, then it is hard for me to sell. If it's at a forward P of 150, 200, something like that, then it gets a little more realistic for me to cash out, right? But I've got to really dial in and try to run these numbers and try to figure out, is it realistic for Tesla to do 10 billion plus? I'll keep you guys updated on that. If I run my numbers, let me know if you're interested in seeing projections and things like that. I got some work to do. Let's just put it that way in regards to this one, okay? Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, all I ask in return is that you smash that like button. That's literally it, guys. If you're looking to join us in the private stock group, right now we got a free 7-day trial going on. If you're looking to scale your portfolio to much higher levels, check out pinned comment down there. Much love as always, guys, and have a great day.